Alright, Saiyan Duelist 89 here, giving you guys a deck profile. Um, Basically, the mouse is going to just be going over things. It's going to show you each card in the deck. I'm going to narrate about each card, not probably on track with the video, whatever. Stupid computer. But anyways, as I posted a couple weeks ago, a Jirok slash TG build. I know a lot of people are kind of like, why are you playing a deck of this two archetypes? Basically, I'm a TG player. Everybody knows that I'm a TG player. And so I wanted to kind of combine two engines that I like. The Logia engine with the Jiroks. I'm not a big Rabbit fan. Good job to the players who got top 8 at YCS. Good job to you. But I don't feel like paying $400 to $900 for a deck that will soon be reprinted. So I decided to make my own build of things that don't cost as much. Yes, you may call me poor, whatever. But I built this deck. I've been testing it on Dueling Network. It's not losing, really. Dark World, I think, was my only matchup, but the kid quit before I was able to actually side in, and so my side deck actually goes against it, but he quit, so we didn't actually get a full match. So far, the matches, though, I just posted a video of a Plant Synchro match with the same old Plant Synchro, Thunder Kings, Maxis, Veilers, Sangan, Tour Guide, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I beat it. It top-decked, and it just couldn't do anything with the top deck. My deck actually... it has a lot of different things it can do with top decking. If it top decks into a Tengu, top decks into a TG, top decks into a Velo, a Thunder King, Doomcow. I mean, it can top deck into a couple different things. So anyways, to get on with the deck profile, like I said, the cursor is going to be moving over cards. It's going to show you every card in the deck, whatever. But first off, I've got 3 Reborn Tengus. When I was playing TGs, obviously you play Tengus. They're just an amazing card this format. They leave the field, they come back. And you're going to want monster presence with this deck at all times. Leaving yourself open, since you don't play cores, you don't play Trag, you play nothing of that sort, you don't want to leave yourself open. So playing the Tengu is a great addition to the deck. My video, I had 3 Hydrogeddons in its place. I took the Hydrogeddons out and put in Tengus. I couldn't have made a better choice, so definitely a very, very good deck choice. Next up is the TG engine. It is the generic engine, no rhinos, just the triple werewolf and the double striker. I figured that these are basically this is your Trish engine. If you run into a situation where you're stuck and you can't get your Jirok over one of their monsters, or you can't get a Thunder King or Doomcow out there to protect you, you have the TG engine to go Trishula. All your monsters in your deck are level 4 except for Werewolf and Striker. Everybody else is level 4. You make easy Trish with him. If your opponent has a monster, just Trish the field. It's maybe a negative because you lose your Velo or your Guiba, but you know what? You're getting a Trish out there, and that's what the deck actually thrives on, is making sure your opponent's field is with weak monsters or no monsters at all. Next is the Jirok engine. It's triple Jirok Guiba, however you say it, and then Jirok Velo, triple of those. Basically, the ruling on Guiba is he is the same wording as X-Saber Full Helm Knight. He does not have to send the card to the graveyard. It doesn't even have to... it's just if a monster is destroyed, tokens, anything like that, as long as it destroys something, you're going to get the summon off of him. And if he dies, say because of Raikou, that's fine. He still gets his effect. He's the same wording as Full Helm Knight. When he destroys a monster by battle, special summon a Jirok monster from your deck. It doesn't have to send it to the graveyard, and it doesn't have to, be sent to the graveyard. So if Dimension Fisher's on the field, you can still use his effect. So yeah, it's a 1700 beater. It gets over, and it brings out your dinosaurs for the Logia and Dolka play. Velo. I play triple Velo. I've come to find out that this card actually, it's good, but it's bad. Right now I'm going to keep playing it because it is that floater. A lot of people aren't taking a floater. A lot of people aren't, worried about attacking it because they always think they have a backup. But attacking this thing lets you special summon another Jurok monster with 1700 or less, and it can attack. Gueba, your monster that you special summon, can't attack. Velo, it can. A lot of plays you'll see with these two cards comboed, from me at least, is Velo will run into your monster who's high-powered, whatever. I'll take damage, and I'll summon a Gueba. I'll attack with Gueba. The opponent will probably let it go through because it's weaker, and then you'll use Shrink, and then you get the plus off of Gueba. So that is basically the main play I play with Velo and Gueba. If not, I just summon Gueba and wreck face. So yeah, those are the dinosaurs. The stun engine is double Thunder King and a Doom Caliber Knight. When I was playing TGs, I played triple Thunder King and a Doom Caliber. I love that engine because it just seems to stop a lot. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough space to put in a third Thunder King, which is fine. 2 works out perfectly. It stops just about anything, and it's the MVP of the format, stopping everything that searches. Doom Caliber, you can play with it late game, or you can play with it at the start of the game. As in previous videos I said, my plant matchup I had when I went down to a tournament out of my hometown, guy had a Catastor and a Thunder King on the field, and all I have is my Tengu and the Monster Reborn that I had pulled off of my duality previously. I drew into a Doom Caliber Knight. I had no more Tengus in my deck, so I'm at this point stuck. I didn't know what to do. Doom Caliber would just kill, Catastor if I went after it or whatever, but then leaving a Thunder King, and life points were at 100, or his 200 to my 1200, so I couldn't really risk losing my entire field. So I drew into that Doom Caliber, and I'm like, yeah, it's late game, but I was able to Monster Reborn Spore, and then summon Doom Cal and sync for Hyper Librarian, and just eat over Catastor for the last life points. So, I mean, even at late game, it's good. And yes, the engine only plays 2 lights, and you'll see BLS like I play in every other deck. There's a BLS in here. Now, there's a lot of controversy around this card in this deck, since I'm only playing 2 lights, but I'm playing 4 darks. You've got to remember that Utopia, Wonder Magician, I think that's about it, are your other light monsters. And, a lot of people say, well, I don't synchro into TG Wonder Magician. Well, that's fine. But I do. If I have the chance to blow up a back row, I'm going to do it, and plus I get a free card if it's destroyed. Also, it's another tuner, so I can tune and then bring out BLS. So I'm going to keep playing it for right now. It seems to do well. If not, I'll end up signing it out for the 3rd Thunder King. That way I play triple Thunder King. Only 2 pot of dualities. You special summon too much in this deck to afford to give up your special summoning, so you're only really playing 2. It still gives you your searches when you need them. It's an awesome top deck card. It's not bad at all in here. So 2 of those. Double Shrink. Now, this card lost play during the format. Not a lot of people play it. It used to be big in Glads. Glads fell off the face of the planet. Whatever. Shrink actually works in this deck, not just for trying to get over a monster. Your Gueba, like I said, you shrink their monster and they run into Gueba during the damage step, there's nothing they can do. You're special summoning another dinosaur. Period. And then you're able to just, next turn, bring out your Lagia, or Dolka, whatever one you want to bring out. Excuse me. So, Double Shrink works perfect. It's a damage step activator. It's amazing. So, definitely playing those. Double MST. Yeah, this format is all about destruction of the back row, so playing it is good, playing it is bad. It doesn't really matter. But in this deck, you're going to find out that you're going to need to keep the back row clean. Your 1700, your lowest monsters is 1200 attack points or 800 attack points. Bottomless is going to hit every single card you have. So keeping that back row gone is going to be the best bet with this deck, and it works out really well with double. So yeah, and then Dark Hole, your staple. Monster Reborn, your staple. Heavy staple. Mind Control, basically is for Exceed Summoning. That's all it is really for in this deck. I mean, unless I can push for game. But, I mean, it's became a staple this format, so stapled that. Book of Moon, you're going to need it. It's just another defender in case you're stuck with nothing on the field. Or you can flip something down so you can run over it with Gueba. Basically, that's what the card's used for. And one Pot of Avarice, you are getting monsters in the graveyard left and right with Exceed Summoning, with Lagia, Dolka, whatever, you know. You're getting cards in the graveyard, so Pot is a must in this deck, and you're going to need the extra draw power. Double Warning, basically there's your Warning and Solemn Brigade. Double Warning, 1 Judgment, definitely good, whatever, staples. Call the Haunted, like I said, you don't want to leave yourself open playing the Call the Haunted to bring out Lagia, to bring out Utopia, Synchro Summon, whatever you want to do, Call's good. Only 1 Starlight Road, most of my decks play 2, just because of all the destruction going around, whatever. 1 seems to just be working the greatest. I mean, the more and more I see it, it gets MST'd, so, you know, playing 1 is there, and your opponent doesn't really expect it. Mirror Force and Solemn, your staple. I've already talked about those. Torrential, staple, Bottomless. I'm only playing 1. It kind of makes your opponent wonder, because they play 1 and they play MST, and then you have a Bottomless down. Well, now they're gonna expect to see that second one. I don't play a second one. I only play 1. So one of those, and then obviously Dust Shoot. Your game changer, actually. You've got to play it. No Mind Crush, just the Dust Shoot. Alright, for the extra deck, not very different than any other extra deck. I can't actually see it because my thing is over top of the stupid thing. I don't know if I can click play here. Nope, can't click play. So, I'm actually going to go to the actual list. Basically, like I said, you're playing Dinos, so you're going to play double Lagia. You're able to bring Lagia out, and you're going to need him. Double Utopia, more of a ranks 4. Dolka, your rank 4 dinosaur that stops all the effects of your opponent. And yes, it activates in the damage step, so it stops Gores and Trag and Battle Vader and all that good stuff. 1 Leviathan Dragon and 1 Leviair. Right now I'm going for a Z mains, or Zen mains. I'm going to actually take the Leviathan Dragon out for the Zen mains and then play that way. Zen mains actually works better in this deck, but right now I'm just playing Leviathan Dragon. 1 TG Wonder Magician, you're able to go into it, you might as well play it. 1 Hyper Librarian for more draw power. 1 Catastor because he's your staple. Bryonic staple. Trishula staple. Stardust Dragon staple. Black Rose staple. And then a Gaia Knight. You're going to need another 6, and especially one that can get over a Stardust Dragon. That's all I can say. For your side deck, I don't know, it's a kind of work in progress. I have a regionals in about a week and a half, so I'm playing this side deck. 1 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon one Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon and 2 Cyber Dragons. Kara Curry's just got got 3rd place at YCS Kansas. A lot of rumors going on about that he cheated, blah blah blah. Who gives a shit? The deck got 3rd. So I've been playing Kara Curry all day on Dueling Network, and it's just Cyber Dragon drop with your 4 monsters on the field plus my Cyber Dragon, I win. Cyber Dragon screws that deck, so yeah. I'm actually citing 2 Health OMers. This card actually is kind of good. Yeah, it makes your opponent discard, so obviously you're not going to side it against Dark Worlds, but if you can get your opponent down to 1 card in hand and no cards on field, you win the game, because Health OMer makes your opponent discard when it's destroyed by battle. Yes, it has to be destroyed by battle, but it's still a 2,000 beater, so I'm testing the idea to see how it works. 1 DD Crow. If anything, I'll take the Health OMers out for another Crow. Who knows? But 1 Crow, double Shadow Imprisoning Mirror so I can stop the Dark World matchup. You can't let Dark Worlds, they run all over this deck if you don't play strategically. Another Starlight Road in case of more destruction. A Transmigration Prophecy and Crevices for the plants, Dark World, anything that revolves around the graveyard matchup. And then double Creature Swap. Your Velos, your Tengus, your Werewolves, everything can be creature swapped. And you can get massive pluses off of the creature swaps. So, definitely a side deck of those. But, like I said, guys, the deck is still testing in progress. It's going to regionals with me. I'm going to play it. So if you see it, you'll know it's me. But no bashing the deck. Any ideas would be great. But I will let you guys go now. So, peace out.